Good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Tue Boozeday here right in front of my Christmas tree, as was requested last week. So big thank you to Natasha for getting this all set up. Obviously, I don't really know how to do logistics like this. So yeah. So here we are. I suppose we'll probably do this week and next week. But yeah, I'd like to kick off every show though. Do share what you're drinking, where you're watching from. Would love to hear from you. Tonight I am having a rum and coke, Captain and Coke to be specific. Hi Lulu, hi Natasha. Sorry, and I'm doing this on my cell phone tonight too, so like the whole layout is different, so I might have to pause a couple times to go back and read your comments because they disappear fast. Hi Lulu, I don't know if I said hi to you already. Hi Marilyn, Lori. Welcome back. Good to hear from you all. And then of course, as you may already be seeing, be sure to use those hashtags live, hashtag replay, just depending how you're watching. And of course, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, be sure to drop that in the comments and I am happy to answer, whether you're live or on the replay. Yes, thank you for the compliments on the tree. It is spinning. You're not going crazy. Oh, hi Devin, my sister back in the house. Welcome. Yeah, obviously, like I've mentioned in the past, Natasha is a big Christmas nerd. So she wanted to get a spinning tree. It's just the base. You just basically put your tree into a spinning base, and it knows how to do it without tangling. So yeah, and that means we can't decorate lazy, I guess you could say, and just put things on the front. So we have to decorate very strategically, make sure every angle's covered. So yeah, it is pretty cool, I gotta say. Hi Tim, welcome. Hi Dad, hi Mom. All right, so jumping in, as I like to do, just kick off. I want to hear from you guys what you did this last weekend, if you did anything fun or exciting, or nothing, which is also fun and exciting if you ask me. For us, we had a pretty busy weekend, even though it really didn't seem like it on paper, I guess you could say. Friday night, I finally took the plunge, went to In-N-Out. If you haven't heard, In-N-Out just opened here in Colorado, was it 3-4 weeks ago? Yeah, it's about 4 weeks ago now. And yeah, needless to say, it's been a shit show trying to get there. They open to like 16-hour waits in the drive-thru, like 6 hours if you're standing in line sort of thing. So I took advantage. Last Friday was a pretty cold night. It had just snowed. I figure if I get there maybe, 4:30 or so before the dinner rush, it's cold, people won't want to be standing outside. Maybe I'll have a wait under an hour at least. And it was true. It only took half an hour. I met up with Natasha's brother and her cousin and her husband. And yeah, we waited outside in the cold for 30 minutes and had our In-N-Out, and it was quite lovely. Hi Bernadette, hi Carolyn. Sorry, I'm catching up here. Hi Licia, welcome back. Sorry, let me see here. I think I saw some comments. Oh yes, In-N-Out. You miss it from LA, I'm sure. I miss it too, and I've just had it last week. Bernadette in the car, don't crash. Make sure you keep your eyes on the road. So that was just Friday. Pretty eventful. Getting my In-N-Out there. I'll probably go back in a couple weeks when I'm off work. Maybe bring the kids with me so they can get that full experience. We'll see how the weather is. After that though, let's see, Saturday we did Christmas lights. There was a Christmas light display at Bandimere Speedway. That's out here in Morrison, Colorado. Just one of our racetracks we have, and they changed the whole thing into a drive-through Christmas lights display. It was very cool. It was all set up and synced to music. So if you're in the Denver area and wanting to check out some Christmas lights, I do recommend it. Search online for coupons. I wouldn't say it's quite worth I think it was $40 they were asking at the gate, but you can find coupons for like half off that. So yeah, definitely stuff up a car and go check out the lights display. They have one at Waterworld too, is my understanding, if you're on the north side of town. Carolyn, you like Freddy's? Yes, I like Freddy's too. Who am I kidding? I just love burgers. Freddy's, Smash Burger, Five Guys, all of them. But now we have In-N-Out just down the street, so who am I kidding? I love the shakes. That's what I really go there for. Bernadette, you just did the Water World light show. Very nice. Maybe we'll check that one out next year, just see how they compare. So yeah, that was Saturday. Saturday day, I just kind of lounged around. Natasha was out shopping. We're still getting our office shed built in the backyard. So lots of progress on that made last weekend. More coming up this weekend. Finally getting the walls up, the lights, that's what's coming up. So hopefully we'll be moved in there early January, and I'll probably start doing these live videos right from the office, the new office. So yeah. Don't I love animal fries? Yes. I actually did not get them just because I figured, between getting there and then the drive home, might just make everything too soggy. And I was right, because I did see my brother-in-law's look kind of soggy because he had them animal style. But when it dies down a little bit and I can actually sit down in an In-N-Out and enjoy, I'll definitely be checking out the animal style again. So yeah, that was that. And then Sunday was just another day around the house. We got some pretty good snow over the weekend, like I mentioned, and took the kids outside, just into the backyard. It was our baby's first time in the snow, so we put her in a big old one-piece puffy jacket. Really looks like a spacesuit. So that was funny, just watching her walk through the snow, face plant, get up, totally unfazed, and just keep going. And then we had a little snowball fight, me and the two older kids, and I had a great time just drilling them as hard as I could. That's what dads are for. I trust my aim, though. I didn't hit anyone in the face. Always shots right to the torso or to the back. So, yeah. And yes, the Cowboys did win. How about that? That miracle. That's the fourth time this year. Impressive. I think I've released more books than games they've won this year, so cheers to the Cowboys. So let's see, that was Sunday. After that, it was pretty much a laid-back day. We watched Nothing Like the Holidays. Me and Natasha have started watching our Christmas movie routine. Oh yes, she had to chime in there. I did throw a snowball at her. She was upstairs picking up some things, and I drilled her right in the window. It was a great shot. Shannon finally decorated your house, your tree, all that up. Congrats. I guess there's no deadline for getting those things up, as long as it's up before Christmas, I suppose. So yeah, that's kind of everything that happened this weekend. Exciting news though, today I paid off my car. So after all the troubles it gave me last week that I talked about, felt great today to make that final payoff. Which I've been really working towards aggressively all year. So yeah, I now own my car, and looking forward to not having that monthly payment for quite a while, until I become a rich author and will buy my Tesla. So that's what's coming down the road. Our favorite Christmas movie, let's see, Lulu's is Home Alone 1 and 2. Well, I wouldn't say we have a shared favorite. I'm not even quite sure what Natasha's favorite Christmas movie is, to tell you the truth. What is your favorite Christmas movie?
I don't have a favorite.
She doesn't have one. That's always her answer. I don't have one. I have too many. Mine is Christmas Vacation. I love Chevy Chase, and he's just fantastic in that movie, and quite frankly, it's hilarious. I'd say for me, it's a toss-up between that and Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn. Obviously, anything with Vince Vaughn is going to be outrageous, and Four Christmases, I think, is very underrated and underappreciated. Hi, Cherie, welcome. So yeah, you guys let me know in the comments what some of your favorite Christmas movies are. Maybe we'll be able to slip that into our rotation here. We have a couple weekends or so to get those things watched. So yeah, that was our weekend and last week or so. Let me see. So yeah, next thing, just kind of my pop culture check-in. Let me see. Let's see some of these comments coming in first. Love Actually, White Christmas. Oh, Bad Santa. Yeah, good call. I forget about those movies. Bad Santa, and part 2 is Badder Santa, I believe is what it's called. And Elf, yes, I know everyone loves Elf, you know, and I'll watch it because, I mean, I love Zoe Deschanel, first off, and I love Will Ferrell, but I think it's Will Ferrell's worst movie, which people who hate Will Ferrell think it's his only good movie. So, ironically enough, it's really the only Will Ferrell movie that Natasha will watch with me. She'll watch Old School, that's about it.
Get Hard.
And Get Hard. Again, one of his dumber movies, I think. She's not a fan of Anchorman. It drives me crazy. Let's see what else. Charlie Brown's Christmas, Four Christmases, It's a Wonderful Life. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Elf, Die Hard. I know that's always a debate. Is it really a Christmas movie, or it's just kind of adopted? Christmas Carol remakes. Yes, I do enjoy a good Christmas Carol. Shannon does not like Will Ferrell either. I see some Elf, another Love Actually. All right. I don't think I know what Love Actually is. Forgive me, I'm not really big into Christmas movies or romance movies. I'm assuming it's romance if it's called Love Actually. I'm sure Natasha
You've
here.
seen it with me.
I've seen it with her. She says, I don't remember. That's the kind of impression it left on me. Just give me some Will Ferrell. Well, thank you guys for the recommendations. I will have to check some of these out. And Natasha is here jotting them all down and will probably force me to watch them. So there's that. All I know is on Christmas Day, what I like watching on the day of is basketball. And our Nuggets here in Denver are playing Christmas night. So we get to kind of unwind from the day and end the night watching the Nuggets beat the Clippers. So that'll be fun. Oh, Krampus, yes. How can I forget the Christmas horror movies? Got to get those. Krampus, Black Christmas. That's all I got until someone makes Snowball for me. So, Hollywood, if you're listening, pick up Snowball. It'll make a very fun movie. Tim's with me on Christmas vacation. Thank you. Cheers to that. Oh, Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Like that one, too.
1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, and 3. I don't think I've seen 3. Well, I guess that's a good segue into my pop culture check-in. Now that we're talking about movies and recommendations, do share just in more broad terms things you've been watching recently, listening to, music, podcasts, books you're reading or listening to. For us, we finished Selena. Was that Sunday as well? It was Saturday or Sunday, I forget. We actually, for us, binging is watching an episode every night. So we actually managed to do that it was 9 episodes, so 9 straight nights. So we finished Selena Part 1. Still no word when Part 2 comes out, which is kind of the second half of the story. So yeah, proud of us for actually binging a show so fast. Like I mentioned, we watched Nothing Like the Holidays. Currently, I am still reading, or listening to rather, A Promised Land by Barack Obama. I have about 8 hours left of that 30-hour beast of an audiobook. So hopefully I'll be done with that by the time we chat next week. Lulu is listening to the new T Swift album. I've heard, I do follow you on Instagram, and I know you're all about T Swift, and I am not. But congrats on her new album out. I know you're very excited. You're reading The Golden Cage as well. I'm not familiar with that, but I have seen pictures of it. Let's see, Nard watched Selena also. We got a Smartless podcast with Jason Bateman, Sean Hayes, and Will Arnett. I think I've actually heard of it. I think I've added that to my listen list on Spotify. I find I'm getting more into podcasts than anything right now. Mostly I listen to writing podcasts and The Office Ladies, of course. That's kind of my weekly jam when I'm not listening to audiobooks. So yeah, let's see what else we got here. King Diamond and Megadeth concerts on Tubi. You know, I haven't watched any concerts yet this year online, which I know has kind of been the big thing.
We watched John Legend.
We watched John Legend? I don't remember watching John Legend.
He and his wife did one in his house at the beginning.
Oh, in the beginning, back in March probably? I don't remember. There was sort of a concert before the Mike Tyson fight a couple weeks ago. Snoop Dogg performed. Apparently Wiz Khalifa performed, my favorite artist, and I totally missed it. Kids yelling all around the house, but what can you do? Sorry, I just gotta, like I mentioned, scroll through these comments because they go so fast on my phone. Wu-Tang series on Hulu. See, I hardly am even on Hulu, so I haven't even heard of that. So I will go look at that. A Robin Williams biography. That sounds fun. I didn't realize... Oh, I guess I was thinking autobiographies, but just a biography, that's fun too. Love Robin Williams. BattleBots. I don't remember watching a lot of things. Yes, that is correct. I don't. I mean, I'm not usually watching anything till it's late at night, and I usually fall asleep. I think that's probably part of it. I usually watch maybe half an hour of thing. That's what I was telling Natasha. It's like, if something's not like a half hour or less, why bother? I'm not going to make it to the end. So that's why we try, movie nights, we try to plan like, okay, right when the kids go to bed, let's start the movie. I should be able to make it. Her too. She usually falls asleep before me, it seems. So if a TV show is over a half hour for episodes, I probably won't watch it. So that's why we're watching Parks and Rec. After starting Supernatural a long time ago, I think we watched the first 2 episodes, and it's like, wow, these are an hour long. There's no way this is gonna happen. So yeah, maybe, I don't know. I'd like to say that'll change at some point in the near future, but we'll see. So yeah. Oh, HBO Max is the Wu-Tang. I have HBO Max, but it's not on Roku yet. And my Google Chromecast is downstairs, so I'm kind of just stuck in this weird bind where I have HBO Max, courtesy of a friend, but I can't actually watch it unless I go in my basement where it's cold and dark, and all the kids are scared to be down there. So I don't know. Maybe I should go down there more then. So I'll have to check that out. I know there's all sorts of things I want to watch on HBO Max. Now let's see. This Thursday is The Stand. I know my Stephen King fans out there are very excited. I know I downloaded CBS All Access, which is where that's streaming. I downloaded that last night just to make sure I can get logged in. Thanks, Mom, for the login. Everything looks good, so I'm ready to watch that Thursday. So is Natasha. She doesn't know it yet. But yeah, we are very excited in this house for The Stand on Thursday. So yeah, that was a good list of things. Thank you, everyone. Love it. We started The Flight Attendant. See, I don't know what that is. I'm so out of the loop. I don't know what half of these things even are. I get so lost in my book world that I lose track of what's going on in the real world. Let's see. Yep, more excitement for The Stand. What does my t-shirt say? Oh, thank you for asking. I wore it on purpose. This is my 2020 winner shirt for NaNoWriMo. I've never bought one before, so after you win NaNoWriMo, they let you buy one of these winner shirts at a discounted rate. And I figured, why not? It's 2020. Might as well get some mementos from the good things that happened. So yeah, this is just to celebrate my writing 50,000 words in November. So thanks for asking. I wore it hoping someone might say something because God knows I forgot I was wearing it. So thank you. All right. So yeah, I think that's everything I had on my pop culture side. So thank you guys for your recommendations. Let's see. Writing-wise, I am finishing Time of Fate. That's the final book of the Wealth of Time series. I'm kind of like dragging myself to the finish line. I don't want to finish it. It's my favorite series. So it's very, very bittersweet wrapping it up. I did finally finish my big scene, kind of the big showdown, if you will. If you've read the series, I'm sure you can figure out between who that means exactly. It took me all of last week to write that chapter. It ended up being almost a 6,000 word chapter, so I'm gonna have to go through and maybe find a good spot to split that up. To give you an idea, my chapters are normally about 2,000 words or so each. I'd say between 1,500 to 3,000. So a 6,000 word chapter was very out of the norm. So I'll have to go take another look, see where I can maybe split that into 2 and not make it be so long. But then again, it is sort of the climax of the entire series, so maybe it does deserve such a massive chapter. So now I'm kind of just winding down the book, the series, tying up every loose end there is, which I'm hoping I've covered all of them. I've gone back through my notes to make sure. So yeah, it's gonna feel weird writing the end on that book and knowing that's it for Wealth of Time. Even though there is a spin-off series coming, it's not going to be the same. You know, Wealth of Time is very much where I cut my teeth for just so many aspects of writing, series writing, marketing. All that really came together full storm in Wealth of Time. So yeah, it'll be weird not having to write in that universe. Well, I should say that specific world anymore. The universe I will still be writing in. And then we'll be turning to some other projects in 2021, which I will probably talk about the last week of this month. Kind of a look ahead to what next year, or what's in store next year, rather. So yeah, that's what I've been writing. Sorry, I just saw Marilyn, you said you are reading Revolution and Resurrection, 2 of my books, so thank you. Hope you're enjoying them. Lord of the Rings was written as one big book originally. I did not know that. And that's a trilogy, right? And those are 3 massive books. Dang. Okay. Well, it's kind of like The Stand. The Stand is about a 1,200-page book. I think that's why it's a 10-episode TV show. They're giving it the justice it needs. So aside from the writing, I am reading 0 Hour, getting that ready for its January release. Natasha is also reading it and almost done. So anyone on my advanced team, you need to get on her case, because she is the lone bridge between you getting the book. I take her edits, her recommendations. She's glaring at me. I don't know why. Maybe she should be reading in the other room. But yeah, she's kind of my final reader before I send it out to the general public. So obviously by the time it's in her hands, it's been read and edited probably 8 to 10 times between myself and my editor. And then she's that final pass over, really looking for big picture things to clean up. So I get that list from her, I make the changes, and then it's off to my advanced reader team. And then a month after that is release day, out to the general public. So yeah, getting excited for that. Snowball audiobook, you guessed it, is still not on sale. We are going on week number 4 now, so that is cool. I really hope it's out before Christmas. I'm kind of losing momentum now. I was hoping to have it out by now. Kind of get it out for that 10 days before Christmas countdown. 12 days, sorry. The good thing, though, is that book still does sell well through January. So if we can still get it out by Christmas, I will feel good. If it comes out after, though, I'm going to be pretty pissed. And there's nothing I can do about it because they are just having delays. When is Natasha going to co-write with me? Well, maybe she should write her book first, her children's book that she says is in her head, brewing, which I told her, that is actually what writing is. The actual sitting down and writing part is the easy part. So yeah, everyone in the comments, please harass Natasha to get to work on the children's book. It's called The Lying Monster. So there, we're going to just throw it all out there. So go get on her case. Our kids need the lying monster in their life. And they can't read it until she writes it and illustrates it because she knows how to draw. So maybe after that point, we can co-write on a project together. I don't know. We'll see. Come on, Natasha. Thank you, Lulu. Okay. And then just last announcement, if you have not read Insanity and want to, the ebook is 99 cents, will be all month. So yeah, go get your copy and then buy the rest of the series. Thank you. Okay, yeah, see, look, thank you, everyone. Cherie, Devin, keep that support coming for Natasha. We know she can do it. We all know how great she is. Just write the damn book. And a children's book is like 150 words. You can literally write the story in one day and be done. And then you just have to go figure out the illustrations. Write the book. Thank you. See? Marilyn has great nieces and nephews who want to read it. It's about a lying monster who grows in your closet every time you tell a lie. And if he gets too big, well, I guess I don't know what happens. Chuck Norris will come out, yes. My friend Nard here is referencing Natasha, who is also nicknamed Chuck Norris, because if you know her, you'd know why. And I might get my ass kicked after this live. So if I'm not back next Tuesday, please send help. So yes, thank you everyone for pressuring her. That's all I wanted. So cheers again to you all. I guess we should talk about our actual topic today, which is just particular scenes from Snowball. Yes, my sister has nieces and nephews who want to read it too. It's my kids. So our topic, though, for today is just chatting about the scenes within Snowball. I was looking it over, and fortunately, there's no way to give away spoilers, obviously, unless I discuss the ending of the book. Every chapter is sort of its own little standalone event, which I found makes this easy to discuss. I am curious, drop in the comments if you have already read Snowball. I'm seeing some of the names. I know some of you have. Just curious how many in this video right now have. So yeah, really the way the story was set up, and if I wasn't doing this on my phone, I would show you my checklist. This is probably the easiest book I've ever plotted. Like Rianne had mentioned, it's sort of like an advent calendar countdown sort of thing. My outline is literally a checklist of 16 days leading up to Christmas, with each day being a different event that builds up to the grand finale, you could say. So yeah, it looks like Shannon, Marilyn, Devin, you've all read Snowball. Marilyn's read it twice. Wow, thank you. My mom has read it. Cherie wants to. I know Natasha has and hated it. So yeah, so whether you've read it or not, you'll get some insight into kind of what the book's about. So really the way I structured it was to really start off with kind of light incidents, things that are easily explained. You could say, not necessarily scary things either. So some of the opening chapters, there's little things like the pictures are falling off the walls, the TV got left on, the stuffed animals that the kids left out are shredded to pieces, the car was leaking. These are all things that, a rational person would not necessarily think, oh, there's an evil elf in my house doing these things. They say, oh, maybe the dog was chasing something off the wall, knocked the pictures down. The dog definitely tore up those stuffed animals. I know we've had our fair share of stuffed animals get lost here in the house, thanks to Gigi, who you met last week. So just little things like that to sort of lay a foundation, maybe kind of, I don't know, lull you into thinking things aren't that bad. And then I start to crank things up, get a little crazier. There's things like the oven is turned on. There's the lights left on, every single light in the house. There's banging on the walls. And that one in particular, the banging on the walls, if you recall, that's where I really wanted to let the audience, I don't know why I said audience, the readers know, Brandon, our main character, he's kind of losing his mind, or at least he thinks he is, so therefore we think he is. Because if you recall the scene with all the banging on the walls, he's the only one who can hear it. It doesn't wake up his kids, it doesn't even wake up his wife next to him. It just starts as a little knock on the door, and then it sounds like someone is hammering on their house with a jackhammer. And he's the only one who hears it. So we really kind of, fall into his madness at that point. And, from there, is he crazy? Is it an elf? I don't know. And then I also kind of weave in some external factors. So if you recall, there are some things that happen to the family pet, the family's neighbors. There's even a car crash that happens outside the house. So these are all things that, as the main characters, they don't necessarily tie it back to Snowball the elf, who has been here, by the way. I just remembered this whole time. Don't know if you've noticed him. So yeah, there's all these external things, horrible things happening outside of the house that, people wouldn't say, oh, that's the elf's problem or the elf's fault. Or is it? I don't necessarily clarify that, but I will tell you, since you're in this video, that was my intent, is that the elf is sort of pulling all these evil strings, not just in the house, but everywhere, kind of around the neighborhood, just to create this chaos for the family trapped in the house. So it's all kind of, swirling in this wild storm of horror, and yeah, builds up to our epic finale. And on that note, I can't really go any further into the story. You will have to read to see what happens, how it turns out. Animals are sacred. I know, and I agree, and that's why sometimes you got to do bad things to them to make a good story scary. I know I'm a cat person, so Pet Cemetery really messed with me. So yeah, it's really, I don't just do it for fun. It's very calculated and intentional, and it has its purpose. And I hope you felt that. I hope you felt I wasn't just harming animals for the hell of it. I only do that to people. In the books, of course. All right, so that's kind of everything for that topic on the scenes. That's almost sort of all the chapters, kind of high-level overview for what happens in those. So yeah, Shannon loved it, loved the big things, really made the ending strong. Thank you. If you've read Pet Cemetery as well, you'll kind of see the relation between the ending of Snowball and the ending of Pet Cemetery. And that's all I'll say on that. So yeah, that's everything I got for this week. So again, if you haven't yet, be sure to use those hashtags live, hashtags replay. Let me know how you're watching. Rack up those points for the monthly contest. And then next week, I will be talking about the setting, right? Is next week already week 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. Oh, we have 5 weeks in December. Let me check the calendar. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do. You know what 5 weeks means? That means we get a bonus week with Natasha where we will talk all things 2021. And also, I'm probably going to have my kids on as some guest stars either next week or the week after because they'll be on winter break. I'll be on winter break. So yeah, they can stay up past bedtime, make a little appearance here on the video, say hi. I'll ask them what they think of my books, if they even know what that means. We'll just see what they say. I'm kind of curious. So yeah, that's kind of what to look forward to, I guess, in the coming weeks. Next week will be probably short, at least topic-wise for the setting, since the book only takes place in the house. There's really not much going on outside of that. But I'll touch on that, kind of how it weaves into the story. And yes, when Natasha is on the 29th, we can all harass her to write the children's book. Actually, let's put it here now. Let's have her commit to having an outline done by then. That's 2 weeks. So, yeah, she's still glaring at me. It's okay. I'm going to Dairy Queen after this. I'm going to make things right. So it's all good. So yeah, I will end on that note, guys. So one final cheers from me to you. I hope you guys like this new setup. I kind of like it, actually. I like doing this on my phone, at least. So yeah, I will say cheers again. Happy Hanukkah to anyone celebrating Hanukkah. I know you guys have already kicked off your festivities. But yeah, cheers. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I will see you guys back next Tuesday, which will be 3 days before Christmas. So cheers to you all. Have a good rest of your Tuesday, good rest of your week. And I will see you back next week. No in and out till the outline is done. Well, I mean, I'm still going, but we'll see. All right, cheers, guys.